Welcome to the Nikki Clarke Radio Show. It's Nikki Clarke, and we're back again to hear more inspirational stories. Stories from people from all walks of life who have great messages that can take us to the next level on a personal or professional level, stories of transformation. And I'm so excited to introduce the author of Faith Enhances Freedom. Please welcome Natalie Phipps to the show. How are you doing today, Natalie?
Hi, I'm actually doing wonderful. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Oh, it's a pleasure. Thank you. And I'm so touched by your story. I was reading your bio, and I'm really, really inspired by how a 60-second life-changing moment has really, changed the trajectory of your life. And because of that, now you've written a book, and you're motivating so many people to redirect the way they think through faith. So let's talk about where you started. Tell us about your background leading up to your passion work now. Well,
Nikki, it happened so suddenly. So, I'm Canadian. My name's Natalie Phipps. And it all started, I was on my way to work in my vehicle, driving on the 401, and I got hit by a truck driver. A truck smashed me off the 401 and basically ran me off the road. My vehicle smashed into the guardrail, crossed 4 lanes of highway traffic, smashed down the ditch, and smashed into the tree. And that's how fast my life changed. I mean, it completely changed. So in that moment, I knew God needs my attention right away. I knew that before anything. And I started writing. I started writing through emotion. I started writing through my live events. And I'm now living with brain damage and memory loss and absent seizures and back pain. And that's where it really got started. So there was no thought about it. I had no thought of writing. It wasn't even close to my future. And that's where the motivation came from.
That's where it started. Wow. I mean, I'm just heartbroken.
I know.
Just picking up, some of the kind of the residual energy from that time. How long ago was the accident?
It was 2011.
2011, but do you still feel, I mean, it's been some time, but do you still have kind of very strong, recollection of what happened? And it must still be painful.
I still physically feel pain in my back, my shoulders, my neck. I'm still doing physiotherapy. I still have memory loss and absent seizures. I'm still on medication due to, what took place. That's how strong it was. So when I looked at my vehicle and I saw what happened, I knew right away, again, God needs my attention. And I became alert spiritually immediately.
Well, thank God, that was not your time. And obviously, there is a very special mission for you to share that whole moment with us. And now you're here. You go through physical pain and I'm sure some emotional trauma. But one of the lessons that you can teach us through your book, Faith Enhances Freedom. What are we going to learn?
What my readers are going to learn is to basically have faith within yourself. It comes from you first. Before, it's energized anywhere else or through anyone, it has to come from you first. And a lot of people lack that when they face either trauma, physical pain, heartbreaks, obstacles. Some people do get stuck, and this is the reason why I wrote it through my own personal experience, is to motivate and encourage and inspire men and women, to inspire working professionals, to give them a boost, to let them overcome their obstacles through having faith within yourself first, to believe, to think bigger.
Excellent. And, Natalie, a lot of people say, well, yeah, I have faith, or they may think that they have faith. But what is faith truly? What would your definition of faith be? Looking through a different lens now as someone who's pulled themselves through a lot of tragedy through faith.
See, this is the mistake a lot of people have, right? Because they just consider faith as, okay, have faith in God. So, example, if I'm speaking to the non-believers right now, faith is having a vision in your head. So, example, I had the vision in my head to start writing, and I acted on it. So you act on your thoughts, your belief, your goals, your dreams, your desires, because it has to do with you. And if you don't act on it first, again, who's going to do it? Now, faith spiritually, when you act with yourself first through having faith, guess what? You then move forward, and God will open doors for you, because you're connecting with the spiritual room, and you're asking for, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. You're asking for their spiritual help, and you will get the spiritual help, and doors will open. But again, you have to take the first initiative.
Absolutely. And
so don't ever underestimate yourself.
Very true, very true. A lot of people really kind of talk down what their life purpose is or their passion work is because they're afraid. They don't have that faith. It's the fear that stops the faith. And I wanted to just read this little passage that describes your book, and I think it's really relevant to what you're saying, and I think it just illustrates your point perfectly. It says, keep your faith. It brings about powerful, life-changing differences in your life, and faith feeds your spiritual connection, allowing you to overcome the fears that are blocking your gifts and talents. So let go so you can move forward, allowing your faith to enhance your freedom and become a blessing in your life and the lives of others. I think that's beautifully written. So that is amazing illustration of faith, and really do appreciate you sharing that with us.
Nikki,
so tell me, Natalie.
Point? Yes. One more point is just to make sure that faith enhances freedom. Even though I'm sharing this right now verbally to listeners and readers, there are secrets and tips and testimonials to give people the courage and to just give them a little insight and a boost. That's what you would get from reading Faith Enhances Freedom.
Awesome. So it's like a muse that you can go to be inspired, to get that little extra boost that you need daily, right?
Yes.
And we always need encouragement. So this book would be a really go-to for that boost that you need, which is excellent. So you say some tips and tricks and testimonials, some great illustrations of faith that people can turn to at any moment. But, Natalie, you got to tell us, how do we get the book? Where can we go?
Where can you go? I have a website. It's www.faithenhancesfreedom.com. You can also find me on the Instagram at Natalie.Phipps, Phipps. You can also look on Twitter and, the most favorite, Facebook, Natalie Phipps. And you can also find me through my PR, Marsha Watson, Divine Greetings.
Excellent, excellent.
Book's available. It's on Amazon.com. It's on Amazon.ca. You can find it on Fries and Press, Bookstore, Google Play, iTunes, Kindle, you name it.
Wow, I'm excited to get my copy, and I hope when I see you soon, the Nikki Clarke Show stage coming up in the next few weeks, that I'll get a signed copy. Natalie, would that be okay with you?
You will get a signed copy, absolutely.
All right. Well, I'm excited.
I already have your Nikki.
You already have my, wonderful.
Yes.
Because I definitely need, I need something to keep connecting me to, good, inspirational, connections that you have, that you've worked so hard in your book. So thank you so much for that.
No problem. And there's also a review that is on Amazon, and the review, when I read it, it actually touched my heart. It melted my heart, because exactly how this reader wrote her review is exactly the intent that I had for the book, to touch hearts, minds, and souls around the world.
Wonderful. So she got it right away. She resonated with the book, and it was exactly what you wanted, the intention of the book for readers. So that is beautiful, and I love when that happens. So, Natalie, we are so excited, and congratulations on the book. I know it's a huge achievement, and I know the listeners are going to be reaching out to you to find out more about yourself and also how to get a copy of the book. I look forward to seeing you very soon, face-to-face, and I thank you again.
I'm looking forward to seeing you too, to meeting you, and, continue with your beautiful work on social media, live stream.
Thank you.
Congratulations,
thank you.
And God bless you.
Thank you so much. God bless you too. All right, You've been listening to the Nikki Clarke Radio Show with a very special guest author, Natalie Phipps. Reach out to her on social media. Get a copy of her book, Faith Enhances Freedom. Thank you very much, and keep transforming lives one story at a time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.